1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Happy dawn birthday to all of my Geminis. I love you guys. I love you guys. Happy birthday to our Geminis. Bless Geminis. Happy birthday to my Geminis. Sexy Geminis. Oh, happy birthday to all of my lovely and handsome and sexy, and don't forget highly intelligent and quick with the wit Geminis. And don't take no sugar and iced tea. Happy birthday is for you. Geminis, what you gonna do? You guys, please breathe in, breathe out, and let yourself have no fear or no doubt. It's only 2 days that you don't have to worry about, Geminis. All right, that's yesterday and tomorrow. Why? Because yesterday's history and tomorrow's a mystery. Your beautiful day is today. The higher realms want you to pay attention to today in every way, because it's your B-Day. Yeah. Alongside that, Geminis, the higher realms need to tell you that you are a massive key component to this whole divine plan. Okay? On this beautiful divine planet. You know how some people just go, why am I here? You are a massive key component to this whole divine plan, Geminis, on this beautiful divine planet, Earth. The higher realms made that word planet so you will know that you are planned. That ET, the last 2 letters in that word planet, stands for until the end of time, or till the end of Earth timeline. Okay, a lot of you guys have been living a life in a big ET way. All right, every single day. A lot of you guys have been E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy all your life. You know, the higher realms is commending you guys for doing such things, okay? Some of you guys had to stick up for your mom a long time ago in a big way. And it was hard for you. And it was for some of you guys, it was you were standing up to your brother or your uncle or cousin or oversized grown nephew. You know what I mean? Somehow you guys had to stand 10 toes down with at a young age, just standing up for your mama. Something wasn't right, something they were doing wrong, and you guys stood up and that stopped it. However, it changed a lot, and the higher realms really commend you guys for the courage that you had to muster up at that age. I don't see your age at this time, but I'm getting the feel of from 5 to 9, or 10 to 12, something like that. So some of you guys, it was younger, and some of you guys, it was like 10 to 12. The higher realms is definitely commending you for that, level of bravery. And there, you guys, and I know you're like, wow, that was a wow, and you forgot all about that and stuff like that. But the bottom line is the higher realms never forget, okay? So everything you're doing, you're being definitely commended at this time. Great job, Geminis. Yes, great job, you guys. So the higher realms want you to recognize that life is our soul's mission. It's not a competition. Even though you got a lot of those fools out there in competition with you, Gemini. Yeah, you got the dressed up garbage can man. Then you got that $500 hat with the 50-cent head, always trying to talk to you about going to bed. Then you got that one with all the degrees more than the thermometer, cum laude, and then call you and ask you, okay, so what should we do? What should I do about this? That's all I'm saying. And these people are still in competition with you. And it's weird because some of these people you have known your whole life through. Geminis, you know that you know you do. It's kind of hilarious because it's sad but touching. However, the higher realms want you to know that, yeah, it's your soul's mission. Life is your soul's mission. It is not a competition. That's why the higher realms place something so priceless inside of you. It is called your intuition. If you can begin to trust your intuition, Geminis, you can always see without sight. People always scratch their head and wonder how the blind man or woman get around day or night. So you guys, please recognize your beautiful gift that the higher realms implanted inside of you, which is your intuition to carry with you on your soul's mission. And that intuition keeps you spiritually tethered to this thing called your beautiful spiritual GPS, which is the gods or the guides or simply God pointing you to the next step or level of origin. Okay? The acronym for STEP is STEP. It's a solution to every problem. You guys have that naturally inside of your spiritual DNA. Yeah. So the higher realms deem you guys going to be okay, bottom line. Because a lot of you guys don't realize that you're spiritually fully loaded. You know what I mean? However, remember, there's always, Geminis, a problem is something that you create, situations or things that happen. Okay? That's why we step back when we see something that may be a problem in some type of way. We step back and say, hey, am I the solution? Oh, okay, well, that means I'm the problem. If I'm not the solution, that means I'm the problem. So the bottom line is do not feed into that anger, because if you put a D in front of anger, what do you get? Exactly. Pure danger. You know what I mean? And anger, it feeds until someone actually bleeds. So yeah, so remember that, you guys. So this is your message, and the higher realms want you guys to know that the higher realms doesn't talk through burning bushes anymore, because they got too many fire departments and all these things going off. Maybe the higher realms tried that maybe once upon a time. And that's when they start, the fire department started showing up and somebody saying, hey, I'm praying to my Lord. God is talking to me. Move out the way. You know what I mean? Type of thing. So I don't know, you guys. But the bottom line is the higher realm stopped the burning bush a long time ago. So we're going to have to get it from the messengers, people, places, and actually things. Really numbers, signs, and synchronicities. And that's what the higher realms is speaking to you guys about right now. Your beautiful birthright number, 529. Oh my goodness. You guys, your birthright number is 529. And that's your communication from the higher realms. See, what the higher realms is telling you through your number 5 is that you bring positive change from every dimensional level unto this level. Okay? As so shall you bring it, you shall receive it, Geminis. No doubt. You hear me? You guys were meant to be here to bring about change on this earth. And you see it all around you. And this has been taking place since your birth. Some of you guys haven't heard your birth story, but believe me, all you heard is everything changed. You know what I mean? You may have heard, like they went from that to that, changed everything. Your parents just straightened up and started flying right, or major trying to fly right, something. You made a major impact because of your birthright number 5. You changed the whole scenario up. A lot of you guys are the type of person that can go somewhere and visit and just say one thing, and then because you said it, you go back to that establishment. They actually listened, and they have a whole new clientele, more things because they added a special touch. A lot of you guys been doing that all your life, but it's not by circumstance, accident, or coincidence that you guys grew up having a lot of change around you too. Because a lot of you guys, yes, you do. Even now, you don't run out of change. Y'all funny. Because that's your birthright number 5. You guys are multidimensional spiritual beings, so remember that, because the number 5 is also a multidimensional spiritual number, and you guys are much needed to bring this change upon this earth, so know your worth. And this number 2, when the higher realms are speaking to you through your birthright number 2, the higher realms are saying that the higher realms highly favor you. All you have to do is look in the mirror. You'll see everything on your body that equate of the number 2. You got 2 feet, 1, 2. You got 2 legs, 1, 2. You got 2 ribs, 1, 2. And you got 2 eyes, and they're both the same size. Oh my goodness, you guys have a lot of 2. That's a lot of favor, on, inside, and around about you. Okay, the higher realms is saying also through your birthright number 2, as sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, the higher realms want you to know that whatever you're praying for is already right there. And the Creator showed me the vision a while back. The higher realms not going to send you to the store for something that's not there. Okay, so the higher realms are not going to send you here knowing your soul desires and your heart desires this, that, and the third. So it's kind of funny with the way the higher realm showed me you guys praying for something in the spiritual realm to materialize in the physical realm. And it's so funny, if you're spiritually seeing it, you see it right there beside you. It's just right there as you're praying for it. It's right there in your face and around you. Everything you're asking for is just a kind of... And I believe that's where they get the sense of humor from, because the Creator got a sense of humor showing me that vision. It's like everything is right there, for sure. So you guys, 5 + 2 = 7, and that's also your birthright number. So that number 7 is a multidimensional spiritual number. The higher realms is telling you in more ways than one that you're multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys volunteer to have this human experience. And make no mistake about it, because you are number 7 birthright, you are connected to the 7th dimensional level of heaven. Heavily connected. That's why you guys have this certain value of patience with people that nobody can really find for those people. You know what I mean? So some of you guys have been accused of being too patient with people. Okay? In every way. However, that's because of that number 7. You guys carry a level of patience with people, and the higher realms want you to continue to be patient because you're connected to heaven in such a way. And the higher realms are saying that 7 also commits Sabbath day, so the higher realms want you to get your rest. All right, at least your birthright number 7, at least get 7 hours so you can rest and be at your best, because your body sleeps, however your spirit does not. Your spirit does not rest, your body rests, but your spirit does not. It's always busy. That's why you see people go to sleep more tired than they, did when they went to sleep. You like, wait a minute, what happened? You got beat up? No. It's like the balance is not balancing at this time. So the higher realms want you to pay attention to that balance so you guys can get your rest, because no matter what you say, feel, or think, that spirit does not rest, Okay, so I see this 2 in front of this 9, and we have to take 2 away from 9, so that's still 7. Okay, so that's all right. That's a beautiful thing. So that still leaves you with the birthright number 7. And so you guys have probably been seeing 5277 and or 277. So a lot of you guys need to know that 7 plus 7 equals 14, and that means that you guys are a part of the 144 crew, because the higher realms told me that 14 is abbreviation for 144 people that are heavily protected here to do a mission, a soul's mission. Just like I said, you guys are on your soul's mission. You are 7 plus 7, and that's why forgiveness is your birthright. You guys have to constantly forgive these people in order to live. And the reason we forgive is because people do change. Okay, you guys. So recognize that, please. It's very important. Forgiveness is the key to to living. So a lot of you guys do pass on forgiveness. So a lot of you guys do that. So 7 is your birthright as well. And I see here this beautiful number 9. That number 9, a lot of you guys probably have administrative jobs or more attractive to the administrative sides of whatever business you do. You love the office part of it. Some of you guys maybe don't know you love it, but you're always in it. If you don't love it, you're in it, what I mean, all the time, doing the front office work because of that number 9. It has a lot to do with spiritual administration. If you ever get to the 9th dimensional level, you'll understand that that's spiritual administration. So we have to make sure who's on 3rd and who's on 4th, resonating from that 9. But however, I see you guys have the birthright of number 9. So that simply means that you guys are spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. And a lot of you guys came to complete a spiritual ending. It's a soul tie that needs to end. Some of you guys have to cut a soul tie, some type of ending. And that's what I'm getting from these numbers here. And then you got 2 plus 9, which equals the number 11. Wow. So that means you guys, wow, the higher realms ain't playing with you, Gemini, whoever you guys are, because also that number 11 is in the forefront. Okay? So a lot of you guys have that number 11. And that number 11 is made up of the birth of the number 1. And the number 1 was never meant to be a number in ancient times. The number 1. Why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. So that 1 is significant. 1 is represented as God, the Alpha, the beginning. So a lot of you guys came from like a special 1111 powerful portal. And you guys, this number 11 is the higher realm's way of reminding you that you're from a higher realm. You're only here in physical form to conclude your spiritual mission. Now, when you see these numbers, know that that's what the higher realms are saying. So that means you have to forgive in order to live and move forward. You know what I'm saying? With your protection, because you guys are heavily protected. All right. However, again, that number 11 birthright is a reminder for you guys. Now, your birthright in its totality, that look like 16. Yeah, 5 plus 2 plus 9. That's 16. So you guys, your birthright number as a whole is 16. So you guys have a whole new beginning in which you guys need to know. And with this new beginning, after the spiritual ending, because you already see the spiritual ending. And let me tell you guys, that spiritual ending really is prophesized. It opens up your third eye. It's a painful ending for a lot of people. A lot of people had to go through the dark night of the soul. A lot of people had to really, gather and muster up something. Then a lot of people just had to hurt others because, it hurt them deep because they're supposed to be on the same level as you, soul level, right? However, that's not the case. So this 9 is not, it will really get rid of some human race, some human some human waste is what I was trying to say. Yeah, because it's a spiritual ending and it's very strong. So that 16 is saying, that number 1 is saying that you guys are going to have this whole new alpha type of energy, new beginning, all right? Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. And it also means that the number 6, the higher realms, when the higher realm speaks to you through this number 6, the higher realms is telling you guys that you will persevere as long as you do not get distracted. Now, distraction can come through drugs, alcohol, people, places, and things of that nature. However, you have a new beginning. Some of you guys, you wanted this new beginning so bad you were ready to have this spiritually end this cycle in this lifetime for this new beginning. So your birthright is 1/6. You'll have a new beginning that you will persevere if you do not get distracted. Now, these distractions are sent to dis your actions. So distractions are there with that vibration and frequency of number 6, because number 6 carries a lot of frequency, a lot of different things you can get caught up in. So, if you're not careful, so you will persevere as long as you do not get distracted. Now remember, distractions are sent to dis your action. You hear me? Okay, so expect nothing less than the best from your lifetime here, Geminis. That's what the higher realms are saying, and that's what the higher realms want you to hear. Okay, I see happy major events taking place on your beautiful day. I see, you guys getting your wishes filled in every which way. A lot of love here, okay? I do see that. Yeah, some of you guys used to hang out with a friend in the past who was a personal investigator. Yeah, but I see you guys having like a happy, let me see what I was trying to say, personal investigator, yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure I said that right. There was something like a field investigator too. But I see you guys, it's a lot of love coming to you through family, friends, hosts, everything. It's going to be nice. I mean, I know you guys know, but it's going to be nice. This is beautiful. Yeah. So in other words, if this was in the past where you were investigating, it's not happening anymore. A lot of you guys stopped swimming with the sharks, even though they're trying to come towards you guys. Some type of shark is trying to come towards you guys here. And you guys are going to cut them off, very much so, because it's like you cut off a toxic connection with them. You don't swim with the sharks anymore. Any shark can't even come through your door, because I see you guys got them blocked. Yeah, but however, I also see you guys, it's like you guys share a common bond, you and that person, that, both of you guys feel like you put each other on Promise Street and then set boundaries. And that's what caused the toxicity, you know what I mean, and caused you guys to be up, like this person is doing too much, or they're a shark, or you know what I mean, swimming with the shark. Like this person can cut me off because the person, you're mad and the person mad, because both of you guys feel like you put each other on Promise Street and you blocked one another in a sense, whether spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. They know when they're blocked. Some of you guys, make sure you're not arguing in the bedroom. The higher realm saying that's a no-no right here. Okay, don't argue in the bedroom. Because behind scenes, some of you guys were arguing because both of you guys honestly feel like you putting each other on Promise Street, and both of you guys feel like, I'm doing this by myself. And that's what's causing it to be like heavy toxic, to the point where you feel like, you kind of sleeping with the enemy, friending with the enemy, or doing something with the enemy here, which is a shark. It's clear. But it's crazy because some of you guys are going to learn today that they know your love is 1 in a million, and they're going to show you today. All I hear is your love is 1 in a million. Hey, it goes on and on and on. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. And you're going to have a happy, beautiful time. Aww. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's going on. And some of you guys, you're going to be with this Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. So I see both of you guys have love for one another in spite of the toxic blocking and arguments behind scene. Maybe this person, it is so funny because you know how you could, if you had the little cloud to tell what people thinking, you guys can be arguing with each other in your mind. It could be like, okay, how you doing today? I'm right, big so-and-so, what? Yeah. So it could also mean you guys are doing that. You're arguing with each other spiritually. However, it's not coming out physically. And y'all doing this in the bedroom, so don't do that in the bedroom. Some of you guys, please don't, because it's showing. Do not do it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I see you guys, you can have a happy time with the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. But however, like I said, you guys feel like you're swimming with the sharks when they offer you something. And you guys immediately cut them off and, be like, yeah, okay. And then you put them on Promise Street. And then you go to that mental arguing in your head, but not out loud, because I don't see you guys arguing out loud. I feel like it's in both of you guys' head. You're holding back little weird stuff that you would say to one another. But overall, I see you have a very happy family, at least for today. And your family recognize that you are one in a million. So I see you guys really getting a lot of your wishes fulfilled. I see soulmate energy popping up here. I do see soulmate energy here. And I also see that some of you guys gotta pay attention to your sugar. Some of you guys is asthma, insomnia, and I see seizures here for someone here. Yeah. So, and this person is also from your past. I'm hearing past, present, and future, but this person is also from your past. They're coming up as your past. They're guided towards you. Yeah. They also feel like you're their one in a million here. All right. So the major thing is a happy thing that's going on. But the bottom line is, like I said, you guys may have to cut somebody off. Shout out to my Geminis who buying that car. You see it so clear. You're being guided to buy a car is what I see. Let me see. Geminis who ever experienced this rape trauma, is like deep rape trauma. My heart goes out to you guys. They're asking you, the higher realms are saying you being guided to, I'm here and seek professional help, because just a lot of you guys have been suffering spiritually and having those thoughts, okay, those dark thoughts, to be or not to be type of thoughts is what I see. And they come from this experience that you guys have from this trauma that you have here. Yeah. And a lot of you guys are guided to seek help, even because this trauma is from your recent past. It's like from your recent past is what I see. And some of you guys, now this is not for all my Geminis, some of you guys, you really did have to cut this person off because of that energy, that toxic energy that you felt or you believe this, yeah. So some people get too comfortable in a relationship where they do have to, in their mind, they have to take what they think belong to them, but something of that nature is here. My heart goes out to you, Gemini, wholeheartedly, and you're gonna beat this. But they're saying, confess, don't let it rest. So you can be at your highest and your best. Let it go. Some of you guys just need, to chime in on like a group or something like that of trauma, so that this can heal, because this is really painful. A lot of you guys really do sit at your edge of your seat. Just don't do it. Hang tough, Gemini. Hang tough. Don't do anything, that is going to leave your loved ones baffled and, afraid of what's next for them, because they look to you, as a way out. If they can't look to you, who can they look to? So please be aware of that in every which way you go, okay? You're much needed in every way. Oh, that's where the forgiveness is coming from. That's why the higher realms say, forgiveness is the key to life. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, I can't give anything. And like I said, the reason we do is because people do change. People, may be influenced by something negative, or they may have issues. I don't know. But the bottom line is people do change. That's why we forgive. The same person who gave you the finger while driving can be the very well person that hire your grandkids. That sell you your first house. You know what I mean? All the above is just, it's compelling when you forgive in order to live. Because you're not forgiving one way, you're forgiving generational forgiveness. Because once they see you do it, then they know it can be done. And I keep hearing when I say certain things about peace and stuff like that, the higher realms keep saying, and that's how the West was won. I don't know, that's what they keep saying. That's how the West was won. That's what they're saying for some reason. So, and it's done through peace, So that's what I have for you guys. The major thing that's going on, like I said, is a lot of love, a lot of family, a lot of, I don't know why I'm here frolicking, but, just having fun on your B-Day. And what's coming towards you is maybe a few sharks or whatever, or just one shark in particular, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy, somebody you previously cut off, coming towards your way. And they're going to be coming screaming in their mind, because in their mind they thinking that, you cut them off and put them on Promise Street. Like you're supposed to do something to them or for them or around them. When the bottom line is, you're not about arguing. You're trying not to argue. You're trying to just enjoy love and have your wishes fulfilled and enjoy your birthday in every way. And you will have that because you're one in a million. However, these issues do crop up in the higher realm. Say, really, it's now time. It's safe time to put it in someone else's hands, like, of therapy or some type of group setting. You know what I mean? I'm hearing Olive, Lavina, Vita, Virgil, Candace, Mercy, Marlon, Kippy, Nippy, Naomi, Naoza. I heard Ivy, Linden. I heard linden trees. I don't know what that's about. Linden tree. Alveva. Cayenne. Justice. Mareem. Okay. I heard Bookums or something like that. So these are names that's coming through. What they mean to you. Usually they are passed on loved ones. They're trying to reach out to you guys and tell you guys to recognize, and I believe that's about this social group here. So I'm going to tap in and see if you have any money coming your way, Geminis, and that's going to be what it is. Okay. Gemini, I see you guys getting donations and tips, and some of you guys will get an advancement on a donation or tip. And I also see something about taxes. I see money from a job. I see you guys had already won a bet, but you're going to get paid from it from Venmo. Okay, a lot of you guys are just getting birthday money is coming through. All right, and I'm saying do not take this loan. Okay, some of you guys do not take the loan because you got other monies coming in. All right, in every single way. All right, Geminis, I'm going to get one last message for you guys, and that is going to be it for you to recognize for your beautiful day. I'm going to get a message from the higher realms to close out. Something about a blue car. The higher realm just said blue car. So you guys, blue car. Okay. Blue car is significant. For some of you guys, a blue car is like a trigger warning. A trigger warning that person from the past is coming through. Something like that is what I'm getting. Blue car. You guys, I have a message from the higher realms just for you, Geminis, on your beautiful day. It says, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws. And we view the creations of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence. But the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have specific standards for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until the perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawlessness. Okay, how about that? Yeah, you are exactly where you're supposed to be, Gemini. Let others be who they are too. Imperfect and human, complex or simple, it doesn't matter. For there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. Wow. Loving you like crazy over here. The higher realms wasn't playing, gave you something to have no fear. All right, Geminis, whenever you guys get that energy of that past, trauma coming back, just remember this and repeat after me, because we're going to clear your energy. Say, I cancel, clear, and delete any negative energies I've picked up subconsciously or consciously in this 3D realm and in this 3D lifetime. I now revoke all negative energetic attachments and free myself from everything that is negatively affecting me wholeheartedly in this 3D realm and in this 3D lifetime. I revoke all permissions, agreements, and consents that I've entered into subconsciously or consciously in this 3D realm and in this 3D lifetime. Again, I cut all negative energies and free myself from everything that is negatively affecting me wholeheartedly in this 3D realm and in this 3D lifetime in its entirety. Okay, yeah. So you guys, I see what it do. However, that's for you. Whenever you want to revisit, just go back and say this and, like really cancel, clear, and delete any negative energies, because this energies is really from the past. Even though it says recent past, it could be from 3 to 6 years, 3, 4, to 6 years. Okay. So it's trying to make you relive it in every way. That's why it's important to get, to sit down and get the therapy one-on-one in every way. So I love you guys. Geminis, this is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, Paulette, peace be unto you and within one.